for you kind of a little bit of a mixed up, mashed up video, because I was only going to go buy one book, and it was for the Bibliothon. I ended up buying 3, so there's a small haul portion to this video. Go ahead and do the haul now, and then I will go into the Bibliothon portion. So sorry if you're not interested in my haul. It's just really quick. It's 3 books, I promise. First book I picked up is Kill the Boy Band by Goldie Moldavsky, I think is how you pronounce her name. I read this book a while ago, and I have a review for this coming up soon, so keep an eye out on my channel for that. But oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited to have this, and in hardcover. I found it at Half Price Books, so I'm super, super excited. Okay, first of all, look how striking this is. And then take off the dust jacket. It's gorgeous. I am so happy to have this. I can't wait to get No Good Deed, so it kind of goes with it, and it has that same kind of style. I'm so happy to finally have this on my shelf. The next book I picked up is another one that I have a book review coming up for soon. The review is a little rough because it was the first review I had filmed in quite a while. Please ignore any sounds you hear in the background. My husband's doing stuff around the house while I'm trying to finish filming, so just beware of that. But that is Everland by Wendy Spinelli, and I am so happy to have this one on my shelf as well. I read this one quite a while ago. I feel like it's been almost a year, but I am so happy to have this one on my shelf. I need to find Umberland, which is the sequel, and read it because I have not read that one yet, but it is supposed to be the sequel to this as well as a steampunk retelling of Alice in Wonderland. So I am super excited to pick that one up as soon as I can. And then finally, the third book in my haul leads me into the Biannual Bibliothon, because this is supposed to be my TBR for the Bibliothon, and I had to go out and get the group book, which is Flame in the Mist by Renee Audier. I am super excited to read this. I've heard really good things about it. I've heard some mixed things too, but I'm excited to read it. I've heard it sold as a Mulan retelling, but I've also heard that that's a misconception. Either way, I'm super excited about this book. Can't wait for the Bibliothon because this is the first book I'm going to pick up for it. This is our group book. Next book for my Biannual Bibliothon TBR fits into 2 categories. It can be used for both the host favorite genres, and it actually fits 2 host favorite genres. It fits both Brittany's, which is epic and high fantasy, and it also fits Emma's, which is diverse books. But I'm using it to complete both that challenge and read an LGBTQ+ book, and that is Of Fire and Stars, Audrey Cuthurst, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm really bad at this, guys. You should know this by now. But this book follows a main character from the LGBT+ community. And ever since I got this in my owl crate, I've been actually really excited to read it because it sounds really unique. And I've heard good things about it. Emma loves it, so I am super psyched to read this one. Next book on my TBR also fits 2 challenges. I'm going to combine challenges, and then also I have some extra books just in case. So this book is both a formerly banned book as well as a book-to-movie adaptation. I bet you you're going to guess what book this is because about half of our hosts have it on their TBR already, or one of the books from its series. And it is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I have never read Harry Potter. I'm going to read it, and I really hope that I enjoy it because I keep hearing good things about it. My husband loves it. And I'm going to read it and rewatch the movie because the first time I watched the movie, it was obviously before I read it. So let's see how this goes. Next challenge that I am going to complete is read a book that you found out about somewhere other than BookTube. This book I found out about through a Facebook group that I'm in that is about books, and someone posted a picture of this book and the first book in this kind of grouping. It's not really a series because these are both companion novels to a TV series, but they're not like connected in any way as far as I'm aware, other than the TV show. But they're based off of the series Once Upon a Time. So this book happens to be Regina Rising by Wendy Tolliver. About 16-year-old Regina, and I am super excited to read this book. I loved Red's Untold Tale, so I think she's going to do a great job with Regina, and I can't wait to see what she does with this character. And finally, for my main TBR is the Throwback Challenge. Now, last Bibliothon for my BookTuber Recommends, I never got to it because I got hung up on two of the books I had chose that were just kind of... I enjoyed one of them, but between that one being a half reread, half new read, and then the other one being a disappointment compared to the first book that I had read from that series, it kind of bogged me down and put me in a slump for the rest of the Bibliothon. So I didn't make it to most of my books on my TBR last Bibliothon. So my BookTuber Recommends was from Emma over at Emma Books, and she recommended to me The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Super excited about this one. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. And then, if I enjoy this, I'll have to pick up Our Dark Duet sometime in the near future as well. Now, that is my basic TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. However, I like to set my goals a little higher. Even if I don't achieve them, I like to at least try. So I picked out two more that fit into the challenges that I am already working on, so that if I finish those 5 books, I have something to keep going on. So I picked out another BookTuber Recommends. I had 2 in mind last time in January, and I couldn't find one of them in the store, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just do this one, and I bought The Savage Song. The other one was recommended to me by Allie from The Little Librarian, whom I love dearly. She's a fantastic friend, and she recommended to me her all-time favorite book, The Falconer by Elizabeth May, and I am super excited to read this. I mean, we've got a redhead with a sword on the cover. That's right up my alley. I always love to see main characters that are redheads and not like stereotypical angry all the time, rude, evil characters. So I am super excited to pick this one up. So as soon as I finish my 5, this is going to be the first one I go to. Picked up another one to do for my book to movie adaptation because I've been really curious about this series, primarily because, again, how many times can I say Emma's name in this video? But it's her fault. And I say that lovingly, Emma. I picked out this book because she is obsessed with this series, as are a lot of people on BookTube. And I've been curious about it. I've been seeing the trailers for the TV show. I watch enough Freeform to see these commercials constantly, and I think I might enjoy it. I know it's very different from the book series, but I'm going to read the book, watch the movie, and then watch the pilot of the TV series. And that is The Mortal Instruments City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I'm finally picking up this series, super nervous about it, super excited about it, but I have a feeling I'm going to have fun with it because it's getting so much good hype on BookTube. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. So hopefully I will have fun with this and then dive headfirst into the TV series. And finally, if I finish all of those, which is a task in and of itself, or if I just need a break amongst the books, I am going to step back and go back into a world I am very well familiar with And that is the Harley Quinn comics. I'm going to read my 4 volumes sometime in the near future. Hopefully, possibly during the Bibliothon, possibly after, but I am going to finish the series and then start into the New 52 series. So I am super excited to get back into those because I had so much fun reading the first 3 volumes. That's all I have for you for this video. I can't wait to get started on the Bibliothon. I'm really excited about the Bibliothon though, and I can't wait for it to be here. And I hope you guys join us for the Bibliothon. It's going to be so much fun. I will see you in my next video. Bye!